You're watching Oshkosh City Cable 10, your government channel.
All right, we'd like to get started this evening, and thankfully we have some great weather. And thank you for a great show up for this exciting time in the City of Oshkosh Parks Department history, as well as just the City of Oshkosh and being a community member of this wonderful giving community. I'm Ray Maurer, I'm the Parks Director, and when I started here back in 2010, this was a project that had been in the planning and design stages since about 2007. And so we're thankful that today has come, that we can finally celebrate a grand opening of this exhibit. I'm going to introduce you some people that will be doing some speaking, and we're going to just rotate around, go through some different ideas on what came forth in this project and some of the planning and some of the great fundraising that took place. After we have our different people speak, what we're going to do is just have the ceremonial ribbon cutting. We actually have the otters inside the husbandry building, and they're getting fed, and after they're fed, they usually come out and they're pretty active. So we're hoping that they cooperate with us. So you should be able to see them hopefully hopping in the pool and enjoying the outside. So keep your fingers crossed. They are still getting used to their new surrounding. They're letting people watch them. So don't be discouraged if they don't come out and cooperate, but we're hoping that they will. Again, going back to about 2007, the Jim Ryan estate had donated some funding to the Oshkosh Community Foundation for a river otter exhibit and a black bear exhibit. And that money has been kept aside at the foundation for this purpose. Former director of the parks, Tom Stefani, had started the original planning and design along with our park staff and the foundation, Eileen Conley-Kiesler, who is no longer with the foundation, Tom and Penny Herrenberg, and also the Jim Ryan Fund and the Zoo Society. We've worked very closely with the Zoo Society on this project. Terry Steele is the former president in the back, and he's put a lot of input into this project, and Memuna is the current president of the Zoo Society. So all these groups, along with the city council, our park staff, we've really helped them keep this project moving since 2007. What we did was a successful fundraising effort that included support from the community at large, the Zoo Society, the Jim Ryan Zoo Fund, the Tom and Penny Herrenberg Zoo Fund, and the Community Foundation. We were able to construct this exhibit without use of taxpayer dollars. The total project cost is approximately $273,000. I think it's a great show of support again from the community, the foundation, and what we can do on a type of public and private partnership. So thanks to the whole community and thanks to everybody involved. I wanted to recognize two of the businesses also that played a key role in helping us get this project completed. Peter Simon from Newman Pools. Peter is going to be here all evening. Once we're completed and you have some questions about why certain things were planned in the exhibit or anything about the water filtration, Peter would be able to help answer some of those questions. And then also we've worked with two individuals from R.J. Albright on a lot of the construction in the building. So we wanted to make sure and recognize those two companies that really put a lot of work into this project. When Tom is up here speaking, we also had a contest for the community to provide suggestions, a little contest to name the otters. We're going to let Tom announce the winner of that contest as well as provide the winning basket, which were some pretty great prizes, I think. We've got a pool pass for the community water park. We've got some golf passes, Mount Olympus passes, amusement ride passes. So it's a pretty nice package for the winner, and he'll be announced later, as well as the names for the otters. We had over 325 different combinations of names suggested, and we broke it down into a little committee of Zoo Society, Tom and Penny and the foundation and some of our zoo staff to narrow it down, and ultimately came up with the winner, and Tom can explain that a little bit further. I'd like to introduce Karlene Grabner, the Director of Donor Services from the foundation.
Thank you, everybody. I am Karlene Grabner, as he said, from the Oshkosh Area Community Foundation, and we are pleased to have been a part of this project. And under the leadership of Ray, it's been a wonderful experience. I could really just say ditto to what Ray said, because a lot of the things he talked about, we want to say thank you to as well. The Jim Ryan Estate is wonderful and really started this project, and it's great to see what people do in creating a legacy and passions that they care about in this community, and the zoo is one of them. I have the privilege every day of working with donors with gifts of large size and small size that get to do things like this that they care about and donate to projects that they want to see happen. So watching the co-investment of our donors come together and make projects like this happen is just a wonderful thing for our foundation, and I love to be a part of it. And as Ray said, Tom Stefani helped kick this off, and Ray has really taken it to the end where we're very pleased with the result. And of course, we'd be remiss not to thank Tom and Penny Herrenberg, a board member of ours and wonderful friends to the zoo, who also provide the free admission to the zoo. And since they have done that, it has doubled in attendance, which is just fantastic. So thank you to you guys. And as I think all of us will mention, this is just another proud example of what public, private, donors, community leaders, what we can all do together when we focus our energy on getting something done for our city, like Pollock Pool, like the Leech, and now these great examples like this Otter exhibit. When we all come together and try to do something for the better of the city, the whole community wins. So we're very proud to be a part of that. And with that, I welcome Jim.
Thank you, Karlene. On behalf of the Jim Ryan Estate and Jim's relatives, I would like to thank the Oshkosh Parks Department, the Oshkosh Area Community Foundation, and the Oshkosh Zoological Society for building this wonderful exhibit. Jim spent a lot of his free time here at the zoo, and we know that he would be very pleased with the Otter exhibit. Thank you. Tom?
Well, I also spent a lot of my free time here at the zoo when I was our little granddaughter's age of about 8 years old. And I lived a block from Menominee Park, and whenever my parents were wondering where I was, they knew where to look because I was down here at the zoo. So the zoo has always been very close to our family's heart, and we've spent many, many hours, down here whenever we get a chance. The Otter exhibit has been a real dream, I think, for the Oshkosh, City of Oshkosh, for the Zoological Society, back in Boyd Creamer's time, which goes back quite a ways. We always talked about an Otter exhibit, and this has finally come to fruition. And I can't remember the names of the people. It might have been Schneider, but I had a gentleman stop by at the office, and he was from California, and he said that this was his last trip to Oshkosh, that he grew up here, and that he wanted to include the zoo in his estate. And I said to him, well, I said, if you got a few minutes, I'll bring you down here and we'll walk around the zoo. And we did. And, he enjoyed it. And he had indicated that an Otter exhibit would be ideal for some of those funds. I think some of those might have gotten used for the wolf exhibit. But he ended up leaving, I think it was about $110,000 to the Zoo Foundation. So there are a lot of people that had an interest in this and have helped finally bring this to happening. And as we sit here today, we are in Menominee Park. And as you look to the left or to my left, we're looking at Lake Winnebago. And I think it's very fitting that I'm pleased to announce that the names of the new otters are Minnee for Menominee Park and Winnie for Lake Winnebago. And it also is very fitting that the gentleman who presented those names is Tom Allen. And Tom's here, if you'd come up. And Tom's interest goes back a long time with the society. He was the treasurer for many years, and I think that at one time the society had been flourishing, and then it kind of died down, And I kind of alluded to the fact that it was a cocoon, and then Tom and some of the other people got involved, and we turned it into a beautiful butterfly, which is what we really have here. So, Tom, congratulations, and very fitting that a former Zoological Society treasurer and board member picked those names. I'd like to present you with the gift basket, and hope you get a chance to enjoy many of those things, and you got your own little otter in there. Now, is that going to be Minnee or is that going to be Winnie?
Well, Minnee and Winnie were not my first choices. Until I found out that they were both of the female gender. My first choice was going to be Tommy and Penny. Thank you.
Very good, Tom. Excellent. You know, and just an offset of that, actually it was Mark Lasky had suggested the names of Romy and Michelle, and those happened to be our granddaughter and our daughter-in-law, and I accused him of trying to buy the judge's vote. So, so congratulations, Tom.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm Steve Herman. I'm the deputy mayor for the Oshkosh Common Council. I just want to recognize a couple other council members who are here. Tom Peck, Steve Cummings, and Sean Fitzgerald is over there. Also, our deputy city manager, John Fitzpatrick, is over there. Mark Zemer, director of Elderly Services, is here, along with our Parks Board, which I think is excellent to see some of our Parks Board members here. But as everyone has said, this is a great collaboration. This is really what our city council is looking for from our citizens, is to work in a public-private partnership to put on something like the zoo. The Zoological Society works close with the Parks Board, having citizens like Tom and Penny Herrenberg helping us out. It just enhances what we have here in Oshkosh, which is a quality of life no different than throughout the Fox River Valley. We have it really good here with 17 different parks, and every park is different, and this one is one of the best in the city. So on behalf of the City Council and the City of Oshkosh, thanks for coming out, and I'm going to turn it over to the Zoological Society.
Hi, I'm Memuna with the Oshkosh Zoo Society, and I just wanted to say that the Zoo Society is made of just members of the community, and I've been really, really happy to be working with the city and the Oshkosh Area Community Foundation and getting to know all of these people. And this otter exhibit started a year after I joined the society, and it's just amazing to see something happen in such a short period of time, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can all do together in the future. Thank you.
I want to ask our speakers to come up front, and we'll have the official ribbon cutting. And immediately upon that, we're going to have our staff let the otters out. As I said, they've been getting fed, and hopefully they'll be active. So you'll be able to see after we have the ribbon cutting. Hopefully they're going to be out and about.